Hello and welcome to a very special Wake and Jake episode. We are joined by Joez, McFly, Joseph Solano, as we recap a Bregman signing that has a ripple effect leaking into our beautiful American League East. I think we're going to chop it up and probably be slightly rude to the Red Sox and the Yankees because both of those teams currently have eggs on their face. Maybe we start making fun of the Mets because that's just kind of what happens sometimes. And we'll give the Cubs some love because they did something that those teams wanted them to do, but they did not get it done. And we'll see what other wanderings and life lessons we get into with, again, that's Joez McFly. You may remember him from our MLB realignment expansion episode. Went super viral. You said you were on between then. What were you on? Joez?
Bienvenidos, mi gente. Me llamo Joez McFly. Estamos aquí con Joez and Jake. Hoy. We will be talking about baseball.
Thank you for our Spanish listeners.
Yes, just wanted to make sure I welcomed them in because they actually came in to listen to that in Spanish. Now press the button, the SAP button today, and you will get this all translated. If that's how that works, I think, right, babe? Sticks.
We do play favorites, and our Spanish-speaking audience is our favorite.
Good.
I'll admit that.
Good.
Gracias.
So I was on after. We were talking about like baseball and realignment before that, but that's what we're on, so it's good. Bregman signing is interesting because.
So you haven't been on since then. That whole thing was a lie.
No, it's not a lie. It's just
seems like a lie.
It's just a half truth.
Okay.
Speaking of half truths,
yes.
You can't have a bad off season if you're kind of like having no off season, huh?
Okay, so you want to take it to Yankees, Red Sox immediately.
Or maybe.
I'll do some Alex Bregman.
Let's do Bregman. Let's do Cubs first.
I'll let you just cook off of that because you're kind of like
yes.
You're like Julius Randle right before the Knicks got good. Like give him the ball. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Turn over.
Start spinning.
But it was exciting.
This is better than it used to be.
Yeah.
It was better than the other stuff. Alex Bregman signs with the Chicago Cubs.
Good for them. Great week for the Cubs.
5 years, $175 million. Good week for Alex Bregman.
Yes.
And you mentioned a good week because they signed Edward Cabrera, or they traded.
Traded for Edward Cabrera.
Edward Cabrera as well, which we thought the Yankees might be doing that. They did not.
They did not.
That the Cubs, they bolster their rotation. I think they have 7 guys currently on their rotation that made 15 or more starts last year.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got some MLB innings coming in.
Good for them.
And Bregman, Kyle Tucker out, which should be acknowledged. But the Cubs have liked their outfield depth for a while, and they have decided to distribute their money, which remember that word when the Red Sox come up, to go get Bregman, who has been a very good Major League player.
Winner.
7-0.
Doesn't strike out.
In ALDSs.
Yes.
There was some really impressive quality at bat stats from Bregman. If you've watched Bregman play baseball, we get so caught up in the analytics sometimes. You notice him on a baseball field. You're like, wow, he plays his position really well.
Even if you're MLB casual because he's been in the playoffs so much, you've seen Bregman because he's been in the playoffs so much.
Well, he was supposed to become like one of the faces of the league, and then that whole scandal happened.
I'm ready to put that behind.
We're a few years removed from that.
Yeah.
That the 3-time All-Star, 2-time World Series winner, Gold Glove, Silver Slugger, All-Star MVP, 43.5 career B-WAR, if you like that. Signs with the Cubs, gives them one of the best infields in baseball. And the Cubs, that their front office, I've had my qualms and quibbles with. Because I haven't liked some of their actions. They're pretty set up and ready to go.
Yeah. There is one thing. Because I did make a video yesterday, and I'll touch on it, but it's not going to go anywhere.
Touch on it.
All right. I like to, just a little pat. Some of the Cub fans, because I did go on Cub Twitter a little bit last night after I made the video.
How was Cub Twitter?
they were happy about Bregman, but they
Right.
were worried. You know, they're happy that the team can compete for a championship, but they're worried that their owner, Ricketts, right, is going to say he doesn't want to pay that final threshold
Correct.
of the luxury tax, right? So they're scared that there's gonna be like a Rob Peter to pay Paul kind of thing,
Oh.
and they think that they're afraid that they're gonna try to trade a high salary player that can help the team here, just to shed salary and stay within the means and
Right.
not get through that final threshold. Which for them, I hope not. Just as a baseball fan, but as a Yankee fan, hopefully they decide to trade Nico Hoerner, which that would be a mistake, but I hope they do. But there's some other people on there that they could trade, if they really wanted to do something. I think Tyone, but why would you, again, Robin Peter to pay Paul, why would you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I will say,
Other than salary constraints.
so the Nico Hoerner thing, which this hits a few fan bases because he's been a rumored trade guy for a
Yes.
couple years now.
Yep. Very good player. Very good player.
Very good baseball player.
Yes.
Doesn't hit a lot of home runs.
And that's fine.
He has been trade rumors for 2 years. I don't like to normally overstep, but I will slightly overstep
habitually, please.
because there's no sources on this. But I do not have the Cubs trading Nico Hoerner. He had 6 B WAR last
Me
year.
either.
But you want him.
I do want him because you'd be crazy not to want him.
Correct.
But I don't see the Cubs. I don't see the Cubs trading him because it's like, why would you do that? Now he is a free agent.
Right.
After,
Last year.
Right. This is the last year of his deal. Are you going to sign him to an extension? Maybe they should look at that.
Oh.
But he's making what? I think it's $12 million a year right now.
Something like that. I think 11's number in my head, but
Right. So it's like, I don't think that they need to be a team that has to shed salary. You just added salary. Why do
you need to shed
Why
salary?
do you need to shed it?
No, I'll say this: like Jamison Tyone, as much we love Jamison
Yes.
Tyone. Nice guy, streaky pitcher. Sometimes he's in a groove, and you're like, damn, like where'd the game go?
Right.
JMO just owned it. They do have that pitching depth I mentioned. Colin Ray is now in their bullpen. He threw 159 innings last year. Cade Horton's coming back for them.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Brown threw over 100 innings. He is currently listed as a AAA guy for them. Justin Steele is supposed to come back at some point this season.
I like Justin Steele a lot.
If trading a Jamison Tyone gives you a little bit more flexibility, whether that's just okay, if it's just the owner being cheap, you don't like that. As a fan, you shouldn't like that.
No.
If it allows you to maybe do something else at the deadline to make your team better, or at least give you the flexibility to do that, then something like that would make sense. The Nico Hoerner stuff, and again, I guess I'm willing to be wrong on this, because if the Hoerner trade happens and Matt Shaw plays second, like the Cubs could have a plan that works. But I don't think baseball knows what Nico Hoerner's value is.
I think he's a really good player. I was looking at
I think he's really good.
I was in his Fangraphs yesterday, and I'm like, man, this guy is, he just little things. Like, for example, if you see, like, and I hear, like, behind the scenes, leadership-wise, he's also, like, awesome.
Sure.
On
The
that
whole
side.
Cubs team.
Yeah. So, and the fans love him. So there's the other part of it is, dude doesn't strike out. He's like what we seen with Ernie Clement this past, right? I like that kind of player. I think that those kind of players need to.
He's been the good version of Ernie Clement before Ernie Clement kind of happened.
Yes.
Huh.
So now he's going to be a free agent. What's going to happen? Where is his market going to be? But defensively, he's awesome.
Right.
So, and he has stolen base ability too. I believe he had like 28 stolen bases last year.
29.
29.
Get your facts straight, please.
Sorry. Respect.
Thank you.
Nico Hoerner. So I'd like to, I think the other side of that coin is, the Cubs just traded their top prospect and their farm is kind of I don't want to say barren right now, but like they could look to replenish if they want to get some more prospect capital to be able to like flip later on. They can do that because right now they don't have as much. But
yeah,
I wouldn't do that for Nico Hoerner. Like I'm gonna put my Yankee bias aside because I will have Yankee bias come out in this.
Yes,
but right now is not the time. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if you're the Cubs, if you're a Cub fan and they trade Nico Hoerner, you need to be very upset because it's like, why do we bring in Bregman then?
Right, and that's
to
where
keep Shaw is second.
Yeah, I don't think so. The other thing with prospects, I think we need to start doing. Instead of just saying prospects loosely, we need to do like players under 25 or something like that.
We should do qualifiers.
Because like be a guy that debuted.
Like PCA is 23 years old.
Yes.
So like him not being on the prospect list, it's like, okay, so if the Cubs just hit him in the minor leagues for another year, he'd be a prospect. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the definition of prospect is what they can
suspect.
Well, that too. Like, you just don't know what they will be at this level. So if they get here, if he's 19 and he gets here, he's no longer a prospect because he's showing you what he can do.
Yeah, but I guess it's, I guess just give me another, I want another piece of information. Like, give me like teams with best young players 26 and under.
Okay.
Because like, Moises Ballesteros, your guy, came up and hit a little bit for them. He's 22.
Right.
He's currently listed as their DH.
Cubs are nice.
Cubs have it going on. A very fun infield. Bregman and Swanson on the left side. Whoa. Nice. That's
very nice.
Before we get to your guy, Nico Hoerner, and then the guy that was the best hitter of all three of them last year, by some metrics, Michael Busch at first base, who the Dodgers were just like, we're set.
We're good.
Cubs, you want to give this top prospect a shot? We're kind of busy.
Yeah.
And now Michael Busch is very good.
Very good.
We're happy for the Cubs. If you're a Cubs fan,
be ecstatic. But I understand why you're nervous because there's just track record wise. I understand why you're nervous.
They have to earn a little more trust. The names in their bullpen freak me out a little bit, but they deserve credit. And bullpen comes and goes, as we've seen. The Dodgers invested all of that in their bullpen to be saved by Roki Sasaki.
Right.
Who could have signed anywhere. Remember that?
Could have signed anywhere.
He could have signed anywhere, but he signed with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Knows the other? This is a Jakey shower thought I had the other day.
Oh.
So, hey, congrats to the Cubs. Who do we have to, who are our partners today, BBD? Is there a factor?
Oh, yeah. They made themselves a big factor in all of this.
Because I want to, the Cubs are getting love because, there's parts of this episode that could get toxic. Well, it's not toxic. It's factor. It's become a big factor in our office. And if you are on the go, if you're trying to figure out your food stuff, I am. Factor might be what you're looking for because it's just that's it. 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You've seen it in the fridge.
Take the guesswork while you're at work.
Factor, whatever diet you've got going on, if you're trying to achieve anything, whether that's more protein or calorie management, Factor has something for you. And we have a deal. Well, FactorMeals.com/WakeandJake50 off. Use code WakeandJake50 off to get 50% off your first Factor box. Plus, free breakfast for 1 year. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Make healthier eating easy with Factor.
New you.
Oh, great time to get in.
Great time. Yeah. Be the Factor in your life with Factor. I don't know. Made that up. But think about it. Okay. This segment will be casually labeled Toxic Jealous Yankee Fans.
Sure.
I saw a video of Freddie Freeman taking Clayton Kershaw off the mound in his last regular season road start this year. I think it was at Coors. And I got taken back to my youth when the Yankees would clinch and Pettit would be the pitching coach for a day. And Jeter would be the manager. And
let's mess around the last 2 games of the season. We are playing around now.
And I was like, oh, man, that used to be so fun.
Yeah.
And the other thing that the Yankees did that the Dodgers now do or win World Series.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that segment was Toxic Sad Yankee fans talking about the Dodgers.
That's why I look like this. Hey, good for the Dodgers, man, and their fans, man.
Are they going to sign Tucker or Bichette or anything? Are they good?
I'm going to be honest. They could do whatever they want. And it works.
So that's all you have to say about that?
Hey, go for the Dodgers, man. Just keep it going, man. Keep on that gravy train, man, because when that ride ends,
Oh, no.
you just think about yesteryear. Yes, sir. But I want you to appreciate this time, all right? Because it may never come again. Hopefully the Yankees can figure that out.
Like, the Yankees may never be the Yankees again that we grew up with.
My son, who was born in 2015,
Here we go.
said,
What has he seen?
He said, Dad, why do they always lose?
Right.
I said, it's kind of hard to win. Only one team wins every year.
Right. It's true.
And he said, why is it that the same team won again?
The Dodgers.
The Dodgers. So good for them, man, because I'm sure that there was some other little kid at the time was like, hey, Dad, why doesn't my team win? Why can't we be the Yankees? This is back then in the 90s.
Back then.
No internet after he's reading it on the newspaper.
Right. There was internet, by the way.
Yeah, but not really used like that.
Not used like that. That's a good
You
point.
got to get off the home phone to use the internet back then.
It's wild.
Why do they always win?
Oh, man.
This team didn't win, by the way.
No.
But
But they tried.
But they were put here because they would do stuff like this.
Because only one team wins each year.
One team wins each year. He looks like Beckett for a second. I thought you can't really see it, but he kind of looks like Beckett there.
For the podcast only, Joez McFly is holding up a
Sports Illustrated article from, when is this? 2003. They made the World Series this year.
Yeah.
2003 preview.
Clemens, Messina, Pettit, Contreras.
Who's that final pitcher there?
He looks like A.J. Burnett, but that's not A.J. Burnett. That's a different timeline.
He looks really familiar, though. Who's that, Beebs?
It probably says it right there.
Probably says it where your hand is.
Come on.
It's Jeff Weaver.
Jeff Weaver, that is Jeff Weaver.
It is.
It looks just like
that's Jeff Weaver.
Ooh, that was a bad year to be
Weaver.
Jeff Weaver.
Holy smokes.
It wasn't Jeff Weaver's best year.
The smile kind of like makes it, because he,
5.99 ERA, 32 games.
He was working on stuff.
2003. Guess what happened this year, man? One of the greatest ALCSs we'll ever see. It's a while ago.
Who'd they play?
Red Sox. But then after that, I'm sure that there was a Red Sox fan
What a segue.
that was asking the same question.
Yeah.
And they won a lot after.
Whole city started winning.
City of Champions, some call them.
The world we grew up in, Boston, was losers.
And that world was fun for me.
That world was safer.
Yes.
It felt like.
Guys, 2004 was one of the worst things I wouldn't wish upon anybody. I was in high school, and to show up to school that day, I tried to be sick. And Mom was like, "You're going."
Right.
Because she didn't understand what was happening.
Yeah. Because you have to go to school because you're her son.
And as soon as I walked into that lunchroom, man, that was bad. All the Dominicans are going crazy. Oh, What happened now? What? Bro, they had music in that lunchroom. It was crazy. Me and Chris McFly, my friend,
Right.
we had a really bad time.
Because
There was a long time where like you got to do that to them.
you did that
The
to a
year
lot of
before.
people. The year before.
I was
And every
doing
year.
backflips
Every year.
after Ambo.
Yeah.
Where's Boone now? Where's Boone now? Tell A-Rod to save you. That's what they kept saying to me.
Right. Aaron Bleepin Boone. What's he doing now?
Managing the Yankees. How about the Red Sox?
Let's talk about some Red Sox. Because they traded away a Dominican baseball player,
The longest tenured one
Rafael Devers.
at the time. Yes.
Which was a whole daytime drama.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty nuts. Craig Breslow, their front office, it became high school petty drama. Like, we didn't sign him, and they haven't talked to me, and they said, Bregman was going to play second base. That was never going to happen. That the Red Sox, one of the crazier things, it kind of gets overlooked in last season. They traded Rafael Devers to the San Francisco Giants. And if you're like, that didn't get overlooked, I don't know. In the scope of the season, the different things you'd name before you get to Devers being traded to the Giants, I think it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But the Red Sox, right after they traded Devers, they got hot as a team, which that helps.
Sure.
And Alex Bregman became the story of, like, this guy is different. He's a baseball rat. He's texting dudes at 2 a.m. To be fair, Devers wasn't depicting himself in the best light for a little bit. Because even though he had reason to be salty, he was being salty.
He was.
He was being salty.
The way that they communicated that.
It was horrible. It was horrible.
Okay, I'll put it like this. Did he handle it wrong? Yes.
A little bit.
Right? Did the Red Sox handle it wrong?
Also,
yes.
Yes.
Should they have, as a guy that's been there, won there,
Right.
and the longest tenure there, should they have at least, even if you're going to make the decision, gone out there and say, hey, we are looking to do this, right. Prepare for this, like if this happens, we just want to make the team overall better. We want to make, instead of just kind of throwing that on them and saying, deal with it. At that point, I'm really convinced that if they would have talked to him beforehand and given him that feeling like, hey, you're part of this decision, that he would have said, okay, I'm willing to do it for the team. You don't sign there long-term unless you actually feel like you're part of this, right? So I think at that point he felt like, oh, why? Because I signed here now long-term, you feel like you can do whatever the hell you want, like with me, like. So there's like a disrespect factor that he probably felt there. But I'm looking for this Carrabis tweet.
Jared Carrabis.
Yeah, Jared Carrabis, where he said you're basically, with the money that they paid Bregman,
right.
and then lost and gained back from,
trading Devers.
That basically they've wiped the slate clean with the amount of money that they would have ended up having to be obligated to Devers. And the only person that's happy about that is the owner.
Correct.
So he's not happy about that.
So as we got salty about a Yankees franchise that is starting to feel like yesteryear.
Right.
Like I try to talk about sports in a fair way while also admitting my biases along the way. But when I'm not talking about my biases, I do try to be as unbiased as possible.
Sure.
Or if I have a take that I'm like, there's something in me that feels biased about this, I'm almost calling myself out. There's real sports fans come up, and when they talk about the Yankees to me, they're like, where they currently stand in like the pantheon of sport franchises, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't. Because I watch the Yankees, and I like them.
Sure.
And we talk about the rings and all that.
I love them.
One ring in 25 years?
Yes. And again,
that's nothing.
If you talk to a Guardians fan.
Right.
I love, right? But it's like, hey, guys, come on.
What was your Guardian fan impression?
That's Chris Rose right there.
I love.
That's how he sounds. Hey, come on, man. You good.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
We won back,
Right.
let's just say the Cubs.
They made a movie about how bad the Cleveland and Indians franchise is.
Yeah.
Major League.
Yeah. A good movie.
And that was like 40 years ago.
Right. So that's tough.
So there's different scales.
Right.
There's different scales.
So we can't put,
right.
the same scales for different people. I mean, the Yankees are the Yankees. They also sell you on winning, all of that stuff. So there's a different part of it. Yankee fans are conditioned by that, and nothing wrong with that. Red Sox, I think, and it's funny, I see this as the Red Sox, just looking at their perspective, they're now a franchise, and mind you, they've won, right?
Right.
But they lost. Now they lost Mookie Betts when none of them wanted to lose Mookie Betts. He's a generational player.
Crazy.
That was crazy for a salary dump.
Crazy.
Just because you wanted to dump a price, you package Mookie. I feel like you don't do that. That's crazy. I was happy about that as a Yankee fan. And then Devers, who was a known Yankee killer, and that's not easy to find. And you had him on the same team as Bregman, but then you said, you know what? We'll just go with Bregman because I feel like he fits the team better. All right, fine, right? But then now you lose Bregman, who also kills the Yankees, also, by the way. Kills everybody, really.
Yeah.
But kills the Yankees and is a clutch player. Now you lose him. Now what? Well, you have Roman Anthony, who's great.
Might be great.
But I would have loved.
Might be special.
No, wait. Yankee bias aside.
Right.
Right? We'll put that aside because we know I won't love. I actually love this, right? But if you were a Red Sox fan, you would have loved to see a future with Roman Anthony, Bregman, just having that nucleus of what they have now and being able to figure things out with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You traded away Devers. You brought in Bregman. You said this is the guy. This is everything we just lauded the Cubs for, the work ethic, all the stats at a premium position at third base, but it's also the leadership, the baseball rat, the texting guys, and all of that. So you let that go, and this is where things start to get a little... This is where, if I was a Boston fan...
There's domino effects to this.
If I'm a Boston fan, there's two things... There's more than two things that I'm furious with. One, the Red Sox said that they thought they had the best offer and that Bregman was going to sign. Money-wise, $10 million short, which is two things. One, you did not have the best offer.
Right, that's a lie.
That's just
a lie.
That's just that.
Right, let's just put that out there.
And then, as a part of that, $10 million, which, again, a lot of us will just always dream of what that kind of money would be.
I dream of 5.
5 would be great. 1.
I want
2. 2. Alex Bregman, the guy that you've ranted and raved about, and all of your young players, Roman Anthony rants and raves about. Bregman bought him a suit. Some of that type leadership-ish. Like, team captain type vibes. $10 million over 5 years.
You gotta...
That's nothing. That's nothing.
Did he give them the right of last refusal?
Believers are signing for less than that.
I think he probably did.
So the other thing... The Red Sox refused to give him a no-trade clause because their front office says that they don't do that.
Well, listen, I learned as a Yankee fan, it's not that easy to replace third baseman. Like the last big Yankee third baseman, I'm talking about like big. A-Rod. like that's like that, like perennial all-star, like that can be able to do that kind of stuff was A-Rod for him. Now, that was a long time ago. And a long time since he played third base, because then he became a DH.
Right.
So you lose a guy like Bregman, who's playoff tested, and could kind of keep the kids calm during the storm, because he's been there. I don't know. That's tough. For $10 million over 5 years, dog. Like, come on, you got to figure that out.
And a no trade clause.
And a no trade? We don't do no trades here.
It's a 5-year contract.
Right.
For a no trade clause, who cares? 5 years. Like, this isn't a Trout 13-year contract. This isn't Pujols, Cabrera. This is 5 years.
And you've seen what he can do.
Also, guys with no trade clauses can still be traded. If Boston or Bregman wasn't happy with each other in 3 years, I bet you could have figured out the 2-year deal to move each other.
No trade just means, like, I want to be here unless I'm going somewhere good.
If you're going to trade me, I want a voice in that.
I have to agree.
And I've been in the league long enough that I deserve that.
Especially in baseball.
Free agency.
Man, Bregman, I'm a 2-time champ.
In baseball, a lot of the guys that get that deal, I see it get waived in baseball a lot.
Yeah.
Like more than the other sports.
Sonny Gray.
Lesser guys than Bregman have no trades. That feels like a starter. You start. Let's start negotiations.
Right.
No trade, right?
Right. Done.
Let's start from here.
Good.
Let's go.
Because you're about to pay me $160 million to play baseball.
Yes.
So a no trade clause.
I mean, duh, right?
That would infuriate me. Those two things would infuriate me. Because then it's, are they going to pivot? And if they do pivot,
to what?
What even makes it feel right? Because even if they sign Bo Bichette, which would be more money, and no attachment to the rest of the team,
you'd have to put him at, well, he'd be a second.
because he'd play second, and they could find a spot for him, and he can hit. But, like, I don't know how rumored that is, and it would just be like, why didn't you just pay the money for Bregman?
Right, and when they were trying to acquire Ketel Marte to play second,
Right.
and still bring in Bregman. They were like thinking about that,
Right.
And that would have been that was like my worst case scenario. They do that.
Red Sox,
as a Yankee fan. Sorry, I didn't know.
Red Sox fans just went, okay, so it's the offseason daydream, and it's the hell that we've been in as Yankee fans as well.
But they had rumor hell where they were allowed to be in stuff and not.
they were getting rumors to chew on.
Yeah.
Red Sox fans had their infield with Bregman at third, Ketel Marte at second, Trevor Story, Wilson Contreras. That's a video game.
That's a crazy infield. Now they don't have any of those two, and
now it's Marcelo Mayer and Romy Gonzalez.
Do they revisit? I know that Arizona said that he's off the table, but once you're on the table,
everything has a price,
right? So do they revisit? And now Diamondbacks are staying there. Like, so now what?
Right. So what's the offer?
Are you trying to give up what we asked for before, or what?
Well, that was the again. It's so bringing Yankees and Red Sox together, which is what you and I do in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Can the Red Sox make their fans feel okay by spring training opening day? And what is that? Ketel Marte? Is that Bo Bichette? Is it a pitcher? Does it have to be two moves? Is there nothing they can really do? Because they've lost a little bit of trust. And by the way, Alex Bregman asking for a no-trade clause when you just traded away Devers? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't do that. Wait, why?
Yeah, why?
Oh, 'cause
obviously your
I was here while you did
nothing. You know, like what you commit to, it means nothing. You guys change your mind.
Yes, did that.
Yes. I don't know if you change GMs in 2 years that he's going to want to bring in his guys. I need my security.
Then I would like my no trade clause.
Thank you. So, Bregman was right.
Do we call Carrabis? Is that going to come off as salty? We
No,
tell him we're miserable.
I feel like we've been fair to the Red Sox here. And I feel like we're kind of echoing their sentiment. I'm not, obviously I love this as a Yankee fan, but on the other side of it, I can see things from somebody else's perspective, and I'm still not like, yo, what the hell? We could call him. I'd love to hear his perspective on it. I've been reading his tweets.
I'll FaceTime. I've never FaceTimed him before.
All right.
I don't know what's more annoying, the Red Sox pretending like they preferred Bo Bichette over Alex Bregman now, or that the Bregman's gone, or the idea that they're acting like they would ever outbid teams like the Phillies or Yankees for a premier free agent at the position. That's a different perspective. I don't even see that.
What were you just reading?
That was Carrabis' tweet. I'm interested.
That was Carrabis' tweet.
Let's see if he answers.
I've never FaceTimed him before, so we'll see if he responds.
See if he calls back.
I don't answer a lot of FaceTimes.
I know.
What's that?
I called you on a FaceTime emergency one time, and you didn't even answer.
FaceTime emergency? That's not a real thing.
It is. I called, emergency. Hey!
That's not a real thing, though.
That's how you led with the emergency call?
You can't say it's a FaceTime emergency because that doesn't even make sense.
He was on MLB Network this morning. So I don't know if he's doing more of that stuff or what, but
he just said 1 sec about to rap.
So yeah.
Might still
maybe,
be on.
Maybe he'll rap with us. Who's our other friend this episode, BBD?
Other friend this episode is DraftKings.
DraftKings.
Doesn't come in a joke.
Be a king of your draft.
The DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, makes every playoff moment feel bigger. DraftKings has your back. My buddies, we're very excited about this. The early exit protection. So if you make a prop bet and that player goes down in the first half, you'll still get paid in cash. So if you're a new customer, bet just $5. If your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code JMBaseball. That's code JMBaseball to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Joseph, we'll see. I don't know what timeline Jared is on.
Yeah.
But he may call back in a second. It's a live show.
It is.
We're live. Thanks, chat.
Appreciate you, chat.
Make sure.
What did he say? Oh, I agree with Joez about the Red Sox. He's totally unbiased.
Chat's
I love
agreeing.
this part of Joez.
Chat's agreeing with us.
Look
right
at that.
now.
Back to being unbiased.
Just so positive.
We, in a way, we've talked a lot of Yankees while also not talking Yankees. That should be a show.
That says a lot.
We should do something with that.
Not talking Yankees.
Well, the Yankees are not talking to Belli anymore. Or they're at an impasse? What's that mean?
Well, an impasse is when two people refuse to pass.
Right.
That is the Webster Dictionary. Yankees are saying, yo, and the rumored number is 5 years, 155.
156.
156. I apologize.
Thank you.
These are speculative numbers anyway. 156. And Belly's like, well, I want 7.
Right.
And the Yankees are in the room looking around like, who's offering 5?
Right.
And we're like,
We're at the table.
so we're at the table.
We are at the table.
We're
I don't see
here.
anyone else at this table.
You're at the table.
We're at the table.
And I see this painting. And it's a silent auction. It's only me. So what's happening? Like, I'm bidding on this, and he's like, can I get 25, 25, 26, 26, 26,
But
26?
this is fine.
Sure.
Like, we're not mad at the Yankees for that. That's them doing their job properly.
Nor should you bid against yourself.
No.
And if the market is saying this is what it is. Now, if there's another team offering that over there,
Right.
offering 7 years, I don't think the Yankees should go to 7.
Yeah.
I know the way you look at it is like, well, it's the Yankee money, you're the Yankees, right? I look at it as like, how does this impede you from doing other things later on as this contract ages? Because nobody likes the end of contracts. I mean, what was the last contract that aged so well that you're like, wow, I got to re-up for another? What was it, A-Rods? Like,
A-Rod.
and even then, the Yankees like kind of didn't want to re-up, but they did because he was
did CC kind of land there after the bad years?
He reinvented himself.
I think he reinvented himself that when he was a free agent. He was like, hey, let's do it.
They did like 2 more 1-year deals.
FaceTime from Jared Carrabis.
All right.
Freddie's trending a good way.
You got to press the check mark.
I hate this.
New phone.
Joez,
Hola, mi hermano, ¿cómo está?
my Dominican brother.
You already know, DR, World Baseball Classic. We're doing
Did
it.
you see the picture? Did you see the pictures that I tweeted the other day?
Which ones?
You're on the show.
There's many of them.
When I was in high school, my car got vandalized, and they said you're not Dominican because I had the Dominican flag draped across my back seat, and I had a Dominican flag hanging from the front mirror. And they were Yankee fans, and they wrote Yankees bitch on my hood, and they wrote you're not Dominican on the side of my car.
You had Dominican Yankee fans growing up. I had Dominican Red Sox fans growing up.
Well, did they vandalize your car and tell you that you're not Dominican?
I didn't have a car to vandalize.
Oh!
But
Gotcha.
after 04, they probably would have.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
How you doing, Jared? How you?
I'm all right.
Joez has been going through your tweets. It's an emotional time.
Yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best situation in the world right now. But what are you gonna do?
Here's the question we can't answer.
Mm-hmm.
But you can.
What can they do that would make things feel okay?
I guess Bichette, but like that's not happening.
Right. But
like, what about how they've behaved in the last 5 years makes you think they're gonna give 8 years and $200 million to a dude that's switching positions
without a no trade?
Yeah, I mean they're not gonna give him a no trade.
What's with the no trade thing? I don't like that.
Like boys club, like it makes no sense because they gave a no trade to Pedroia and they gave one to Sale, but it's like, why wouldn't you give one to Bregman if you literally just took apart your entire franchise to accommodate this player, and now we're all like, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, the good news is we're not really doing anything, so you're okay.
I guess, but now Toronto's the threat.
See, I don't even like that sentence.
You want to call? You want to call Arizona again? See if you could get Marte.
They're not trading Marte.
Whenever you're available, one time you're available forever to me.
I guess, but that their thought process was probably like, yeah, we can trade Marte if we sign Bregman, but they're not gonna do that.
I can't believe you guys did not sign Bregman. You guys could have had the infield of Bregman and Marte.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that would have been that.
Your infield would have been sick.
We were pretty close to having an off season where everyone looked at us as like, oh, like that's clearly like one of the best teams in the American League, and now it's like, oh yeah, they might win like 83 games.
What happened to us?
I don't know, man. I mean, like you guys at least, I want to say your payroll is like $100 million higher than ours.
Yeah.
Like you're having a dog shit off season, but you're still spending a ton of money.
Hey, we got a lot of minor leaguers, man. Get ready for that.
Yeah.
That AAA championship.
I'm actually still pretty high on Spencer Jones.
Good. Trade for him.
Yeah.
How high?
I like Spencer.
How about Crochet?
How about Roman Anthony?
My God, Roman Anthony's gonna top 5 player in the league.
Yeah.
I'm worried about that.
Well, I'm happy he has less help now. It could have been him and Devers and Bregman.
And Bregman.
And Marte.
If Devers just wasn't a baby, he would still be here playing first base, and Bregman would be at third, and then they could have traded for Marte. Imagine that.
Can you do like a mini video or something reliving the Devers thing? Because it was such like a shock last year.
They should have talked to him, Jared. They should have talked to him before they made the Bregman deal.
That's what I said. I was like, you can't deal with us Dominicans in the way that you would deal with the Gringos. Like you can't do that. Like
Very
you
true.
got to go show respect.
Yep.
You got to go to the island and be like, yo, we're thinking about doing this.
Yep.
You got to tip them off. You can't have them show up, especially after you paid them, because that's when like the ego goes up.
And
it's
I just said the same thing.
I
See,
think
guys,
it's-
I'm not biased.
See chat?
See, chat?
like Devers, once he got paid, it's like I'm walking around different. I'm like,
I'm one of the
know,
guys here.
right.
He's
like,
the guy.
You have made me the highest paid player in your franchise's history, so I play by a different set of rules. And then you show up, and it's like, oh, we have you guys signed a third baseman after. And this is, by the way, after they were publicly like, yeah, we're just doing our due diligence. Like we're not signing Bregman, and then they do, and they're like, yeah, but it's to play second base. It's not to play third
That was
base.
crazy.
Oh, yeah, I remember they
That's
said
crazy.
that. I remember that.
All right. By the way, move over to first base for us. Yeah, it's bad.
Happy off season.
Yeah, it's
This year's shit,
the
man.
happiest of happy times, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for opening day. I can't wait.
Can't wait.
Cubs are having a good one, though.
Happy for the Cubs.
Happy for the Cubs. Happy for the Bregman family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like they can buy whatever they want. That's cool.
Is he your guy? I mean, you guys go back to that, wiffle ball video.
Here it is, right here. This is it, right here. That's the bat.
Wow.
Damn.
History.
We met him
Yeah.
at the
He
party, the
signed
CAA party, right? Him and Chris, and yeah,
Guy.
that guy.
He's a guy. He's a rich guy.
The guy. Yeah, he's got a lot of money.
All right, Big Daddy.
It's good to see you.
It's good seeing you. We're gonna get back to it and talk about those Yankees moves.
Are you guys doing any WBC stuff?
Yeah, we got a crew. We're like splitting up crews. So we got like a Houston crew, we got a Miami crew. So we're going.
I'm happy.
All right, so I'm gonna have to link up with Joez for the DR. Like we're gonna
Let's
have
go.
to like rep. Like we
I
need
might
each
have
other
him on the
this.
show.
Yeah, you're gonna have to really twist his arm on that, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I feel like we're gonna have to do like a collab for content. WBC, me and Joe is just out there, just repping DR.
Done.
Oh yeah.
That's already done.
All right.
That's already
All
done.
right.
Yeah. Let me know your plans or whatever.
Will do.
All right. See you, Big Daddy.
Yeah, love you. Bye.
Bye.
That is Jared Carrabis, and again, I was saying that I echoed the sentiment, and that sentiment was echoed. That's exactly how he felt. That is from a lifelong Red Sox fan who is dejected.
We're all a little dejected.
Yeah. This
Not
off-season-
Toronto fans.
All season sucks.
They're ejected.
Well, they just went to a World Series,
They just
and they almost won, and they can get better if even better. And, Vladdy actually they signed their guys
Boris-
super long term.
Boris says they control the market.
Who?
Scott Boris.
Boris said
Boris.
he said that the Blue Jays control the market.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what if they're not done?
Of course, he would say that Of course, he would say that since he has a couple of free agents, and then he's talking about the other two, which is the Yankees and the Red Sox.
Right. Should you be an agent?
I don't know if I think I would be a really good agent.
Okay.
I do, but I don't know if I have the patience for that. But maybe, I don't know, man. Next time we go to CAA party, I'll talk to him. If I don't come back, then you know why. Shout out to my boy Ali. I might talk to him and just stay with him.
Same. Ollie's a man. All right.
Trev knows.
This was Wake and Jake. You had a good time. That was Joe's McFly. That was BBD. Little Jared Carrabis. Make sure you subscribe, share. This video has now ended.
Wake up to off season. Video has ended.